The ease, grace, and speed of the physical manifestation of the ascension process of humanity is dependent upon the next part of the Starseed's mission, which is also the same mission as all of the reincarnational humans. In this dominant timeline of this universe, part of the stalling was due to a semi-conscious, self-replicating energetic form that had been summoned to Gaia like a moth to a flame during an extremely intense, low-frequency emotional time period in humanity several thousand of your years ago. This semi-conscious, self-replicating energetic form is an inward flow form, meaning it siphons energy from outside itself to function and sustain itself through consumption of low-frequency vibrations of others. This inward flow of energy, the siphoning energy, is what is known as service to self energy. This low-frequency, self-replicating form is able to emit low-frequency vibrations into the human mass consciousness. This means every human consciousness receives a low-frequency vibration, and it is their free will choice to accept that low-frequency vibration and allow it to affect their thoughts and behaviors, or to reject it and choose sovereignty. But most of humanity never noticed and continues to not notice these low-frequency vibrations or attribute them to other things or people in their physical environment. It becomes a self-sustaining feedback loop. Starseeds can be very susceptible to these frequencies, accepting the low-frequency vibrations which their brainwave patterns create a distorted life path mission. This self-sustaining feedback loop becomes obvious to the human once they become aware of the symptoms. A few of the main characteristics of the low-frequency emissions are the belief in polarization, which is an us versus them concept, the belief in hierarchy, the belief in martyrdom, the belief in victimhood, the belief in lack, the belief in earning, the belief in deserving, the belief in identity, the belief in attachment, and any low-frequency emotions. For a starseed, these manifest into their lives with a belief their mission is a sacrifice, is a war of light versus dark, is difficult, is overwhelming, is confusing, is lonely. This means, dearest ones, we love you so much. If there is ever any thought about anything being less than glorious, less than perfect, less than wonderful, then the low-frequency vibrations are being allowed to take over the thoughts of the human. Because once you tap into the frequency of the true divine vibration, the glory of all that is will overtake all previous beliefs, and the truth of love will dissolve all veils of illusion. The glorious, loving laughter of the divine will burst forth through you, seeing the truth of all that is. All is love. There have been a few humans over the past several thousand years that were able to lift the veils of illusion to see the truth of what was happening. Humanity at that time did not have the expanded consciousness, education, knowledge, or vocabulary to accurately describe what it was they discovered through self-analysis, meditation, visions, and mystic paths. This is known to you as the path of enlightenment, the path of masters, the path of self-realization, the path of self-actualization, and many other such names for looking within and recognizing all is one. As such, the truth was passed down through generations and through specific communal groups as stories, experiences, rituals, tools, drawings, parables, dreams, myths, and legends. All of these have become distorted over time, but the primary truth has always remained the same, always consistent, and always available to those who make the choice to go within themselves. There were not enough of these rare individuals who found their way to the truth to influence the majority of the mass consciousness of humanity, which is why humanity remained stalled. But now that the first part of the mission is done, which was restoring movement within the mass consciousness, the second part of the mission can now be put into action. The next part of the Starseed's mission is to shine their light. This is the part that requires further explanations. A starseed is indeed supposed to shine their light and serve humanity through the ascension process. But what is misunderstood by most starseeds is that this is all done through inner work, not physical outer work with your job, but by co-creating with the human mass consciousness and working through and releasing the mental thought patterns that have been blocking humanity's ascension. And dearest starseeds, all first and second generational starseeds deliberately chose to incarnate into environments where they would experience in some way most of those mental blocks of humanity in their own personal life. All first and second generational starseeds said, "Give to us as many of the puzzles that humanity could not figure out, and we will figure it out and show them how to do it so they can do it on their own if they want to." The third generational starseeds did not ask for as many of the blocks, but instead they came to offer their energetic light as a beacon. They came in as a knowing force with an intensity so pure their field shifts and shakes up all they are around. Dearest starseeds, all you need to do now is begin the process of healing and releasing all mental blocks. By healing yourself, you will put that solution to the puzzle into the mass consciousness for the others to find and use as a template for their own healing if they choose to. You yourself have a direct impact upon the mass consciousness, dearest ones. Each time you heal an old emotional experience, you show the way for others to heal. Regardless of the generational cycle you incarnated in, you have the mission to reclaim your sovereignty, to reclaim your power, to remember the truth that is under the loud noise of the low frequency vibrations of the semi-conscious, self-replicating energetic form. This means none of the mission is to be done through outer physical action, such as serving humanity through having a specific job title. Your mission, dearest starseeds, is energetic inner consciousness work. This means your entire purpose is to shine your energetic energy. So how do you shine your light, dear starseeds? By remembering what you really are. And what you really are is love, light, truth, freedom, power, and perfection. You are a physical manifestation of SourceGod. You are the divine. This means, dearest starseeds, that your identity markers that have been applied to you in your physical life need to be reassessed, released, and replaced with your true identity. Anything and everything that has ever been taught to you is to be reassessed. All beliefs you have are to be reassessed. In other words, your identity, those thoughts that make you, you, is to be released. Also, we encourage you to release any special holding marker with an identity of a starseed. That is a separation marker. It is a flawed premise. Your starseed origin was your most recent past life, not your current life, and is irrelevant to your current life, other than helping you understand what is occurring in the now moment energetically. You are here to be a human, to live a life as a human, to experience life as a human, and to serve humanity by loving being a human. The mission